Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunrise Vinyasa version 2. It's the second day we're doing this. Going forward, I'm going to be doing this every single morning at 7 a.m., followed by a special class. We'll switch it up every now and then. So for today, we're going to start off with our meditation. So take a comfortable seat on your mat, in either lotus or hero's pose. And taking a couple of deep breaths, closing your eyes. Beginning to deepen your breath, lengthening your inhalation and your exhalation. Descending the sit bones deep into the earth, grounding down. As you take your next inhalation, lifting the entire length of the spine, reaching through the crown of the head all the way to the open sky. Aligning the chin with the earth, drawing the navel in towards the spine, finding integrity through the body. Sliding the shoulders back so that they're in line with the heart. Bringing your awareness to the spaces between the lungs and the heart. From here, we're going to take our hands down to the belly. We're going to notice the touch, that warmth of the touch and the weight of the hands. Notice the expansiveness of the belly with every single breath, with every inhalation. Beginning to send your breath here. Pull the breath in through the crown of the head, all the way into the navel. Distend the belly. Pull the belly out, just like a big balloon. On each exhalation, draw the navel as deep back towards the spine as possible, scooping the belly in. Today we're going to work on many twists, detoxing the body, and boosting the immune system. As the hands rest on the belly and you continuously breathe through this area, bringing all of your awareness to the base of the root and the sacral chakras. Begin to set your intention for today's practice. Begin to find a name for this intention that you have. And allow the letters of that word, that name, to float at the top of your head. For the next couple of breaths, begin to draw that intention in from the crown of the head with the breath all the way into the pit of the belly. Exhaling the breath from the pits of the belly all the way through the entire body, throughout every single cell. Just do that 2 more times. Flipping the palms up to an open sky. And then on the next inhalation, we're going to trace the sun all the way up overhead. Exhaling the light into the heart. And then inhaling to our Om to start today's practice. Inhaling now. Rubbing the hands vigorously together, creating heat through friction. Once you find that your hands get toasty and warm, you're going to cup the hands over the eyes. Inhale the warmth of the touch. And then as you exhale, releasing the hands away from the face, a gentle transition from darkness to light. All right, so we're going to get twisty today. But as per usual, we will start off once we get to standing with 3 sun salutations A, followed by 3 sun salutations B, and then we're going to continue on with the rest of the practice. So for now, let's start to move our bodies and open ourselves up. As you inhale, take the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. On your exhalation, descend the right hand down to the earth as you fold all the way over towards the right. Descend the left sit bone heavily down. And take your internal gaze towards the inner left arm. Continuously reach all the way over towards the right side as you lengthen the left side of the body. Last breath. Inhale all the way back to center. Exhale to fold over towards the left. Descend the right sit bone heavily into the earth as you reach fiercely all the way over towards the left side, opening up the right side of the body, releasing and lengthening. 2 more breaths. Inhale to come all the way back to center. Flip the palms and exhale, arms wide behind the back of the body. Interlace the fingers. As you inhale, press the arms all the way back. Open up the chest. As you exhale, descend the chin upon the chest and begin to lift the hands away from the earth. Guide your breath from shoulder to shoulder, expanding the chest, expanding the heart. Each exhalation, taking the hands further away from the earth and allowing the head to become fully heavy to lengthen the back of the neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin to soften the elbows and lift your gaze back up. All right, so we're going to warm up our bodies in a really fun way. This is actually something that I learned in teacher training through Angela Jervis-Reed. She is a phenomenal teacher. It was great to have her teach our classes. So from here, we're going to take our arms all the way back out behind us. We're going to point our fingertips back. We're going to open up our feet, our legs here. I'm going to move back so you can see what we're doing. We're going to open up our feet at about a 45-degree angle, and our legs are a little bit wider than the hips. From here, we get to point the toes and take the knees from side to side. So this action here helps to release the hips And it helps to release the lower spine as well. So keep in mind that as we continue, you're going to get a little bit warmer as we start to add to this. In 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, so when you come down to one side, you're going to swing the right arm all the way up. You're going to paint the ceiling. You're going to come all the way down. You're going to lower the body as close to the earth as possible, bending the elbows. As you inhale, sweep across the ceiling and flip over towards the other side. Begin to flip from side to synchronize your breath with your movement. Inhale to lift and sweep. Exhale to lower. On your exhalations, can you start to pull the navel into the spine? Every time you twist, can you take your gaze past the opposite direction of the knees? Perfect. So we're going to add something in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so when you flip over to one side and you're taking your gaze in the opposite direction of the knees, you're going to take a look underneath your armpit and see your foot. And you're going to tap your foot, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to flip all the way over towards the other side. 1, 2, 3, and flip. 1, 2, 3, and the other side. Keep going. Warming up the body. Releasing the spine. Lots of movement through those shoulders as you make big sweeping motions across the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. So last movement here. When you come down on your one side and you tap 1, 2, 3, that same foot, you're going to kick it as high as you can and flip over to the other side. It's a really fun and great way to warm up our bodies and get fluidity and momentum throughout our entire bodies. 4, 4, kick. 3, 2, woo, and 1. Excellent. Amazing. All right, let's take the pads of the feet together, taking the heels closer towards the sit bones. Inhale to lift and lengthen. As you exhale, fold over the legs. Begin to relax the inner thighs, glutes, and knees. Allowing the knees to become nice and heavy, draping towards the earth as you open up the hips. For 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Flip the palms down, walk the hands towards you, take the knees in, and we're going to flip over into tabletop position. So we're going to move in through a couple of cat-cows here. Inhale to cat, exhale to cow. Tuck the toes under to start opening up the entire back meridian line. Open up your fingers nice and wide, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. As you inhale, tuck the tailbone under, lift the navel towards the spine, lift the spine all the way up towards the sky, and allow the crown of the head to face the earth. On your exhalation, release the belly, release the spine, open up your heart. Perfect. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale to cat. And exhale into cow. Two more. Last breath. Beautiful. All right. So from here, let's take the heels all the way back. And we're going to take our pinkies towards the edges of the mat. And first, we're going to start off to take our awareness to the hands to make sure that we have appropriate engagement throughout the shoulders. So you can open up your fingers wide, take the pinkies towards the edge of the mat, start to press the heels of the palms into the earth and the lengths of the fingers until the center of the palms begin to lift away from the mat. From here, you're going to find a little bit of traction here through the hands. So you're just going to start to push the mat away from you. Then you're going to start to take your drishti, which is your gaze, all the way to the inner thighs. You're going to lift your sit bones nice and high as you descend the heels of the feet closer towards the earth. Take 2 more breaths. Perfect. Begin to pedal out your knees. And you can start to make any other additional movements. You can twist to each side as you pedal your knees out. You can even take a couple of moments here to slide in and out of plank. Start to get a little bit of momentum in through the shoulders. Bringing a little bit of fluidity throughout the body, awakening every single cell. For 3, 2, and 1. Start to bend the knees, bring the navel towards the spine and the gaze towards the front of the mat. As you exhale, hop or step towards the front. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale to trace the sun all of the way up. Exhale through center, Samastitihi. All right, so we're going to start to open up the front of the heart towards the sky, just like we did a couple days ago. You're going to inhale, palms all the way up. You're going to interlace the last 3 fingers. You're going to point the index up firmly towards the ceiling. As you inhale, point and press. On your exhalation, keeping your hips stacked over your ankles, you're going to slide the index fingers back, opening up your heart to the sky. On the next inhalation, you're going to sweep the index fingers over towards the right, opening up the left side of the body. As you bring your heart open to the sky, and keeping an opening out throughout the armpit chest, and helping out the spine here through extension. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale all the way back to center. As you exhale, trace the fingertips all the way forward. Tuck the chin into the chest. You're going to start to open up the back of the heart right between the shoulder blades. Inhale to sweep over towards the right. And then exhale all the way back through center. And inhaling to the left. Continue to switch from side to side. Using the rhythm of your breath. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. All right, moving through sun salutations A, 3 rounds. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant hand step or hop back, plank. So you're going to take the pinkies towards the edges of the mat. Begin to press the heels all the way back. Lift the navel towards the spine. And then you're going to use your toes to shift your shoulders over your wrists. And then pull the navel in at the base of your exhalation. Hold the breath. Begin to lower yourself down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for the length of 3 of the longest breaths that you can take, lengthening your inhalation and your exhalation. Release the weight of the head and take the gaze towards the inner thighs. Last breath. Beautiful. All right, let's bend the knees. Inhale, navel to spine. Exhale, step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart's center, Samastitihi. 2 more. Inhale, Hastasana, reach up to the sky. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Pull the navel towards the spine, lowering down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Lengthen the breath, lengthen the inhalation and the exhalation. Let's bend our knees, navel to spine. Inhale. As you exhale, hop or step towards the front. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank. Pull the navel in at the base of your exhalation and lower down on empty lungs. Hug the arms tightly in towards the body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Three breaths. Last breath. Let's bend our knees. Inhale, navel to spine. Gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana, paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right. So we're going to visit chair pose once before we actually start doing the sun salutations B. So in chair pose, you're going to take your sit bones all the way back into space. You're going to make sure that their feet are hip width distance apart. So from here, you're going to make sure that you can actually see your feet. If you can't see your feet, slide the sit bones back further and take a deeper seat. And then from here, you're going to want to make sure that there's a little bit of a space here right in between your thighs. Go ahead and take a fist and put it right between your thighs. Can you practice squeezing an imaginary block that's about the size of your fist right in between your thighs? Press down through the feet and then start to push your ankles away from each other. So you're going to notice what engagement that does. When you start to push your ankles away from each other, the sides of your glutes fire up and the entire back side of the body. All right, let's come out and let's practice that through sun salutations B. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Take your sit bones all the way back into space. Squeeze an imaginary block in between the thighs. And then start to push your ankles fiercely away from each other for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, hop or step back plank. Lowering down on empty lungs, hugging the arms and the navel in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. We're going to pivot the back, landing on the heel. That back foot's going to land at a 45-degree angle. You're going to square the hips, bring the navel towards the spine, fingertips up to the sky, palms touch. Your drishti, your gaze, is going to be at the base of the palms, at the base of your inhalation. Exhale, hands come all the way back down. Pivot the back foot, step the right foot back, plank, and lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the base of your exhalation, inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back. Inhale, fingertips to the sky, drishti to the base of the palms. Exhale, hands come back down, step back plank, and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel free at any point in time and during our downward facing dogs to go into child's pose to give your shoulders a little bit of a rest, if you want to. It's always important to honor our bodies and pay very close attention to the sensations throughout our bodies and making sure that we're doing what our bodies are asking us to do. Take one more breath. All right, bending the knees as you inhale, pull the navel in towards the spine. Take a look at the front of the mat. Exhale to hop or jump towards the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, trace the fingertips across the earth, up to the sky. Take your sit bones way back into space. Utkatasana, chair pose. Squeeze, press, push. Inhale through center, Samasthiti. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Take your sit bones back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, pivot the back. Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground, step back plank, lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground, step back, plank, and lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. pausing here for 3 long, delicious breaths. Lengthen the breath. Last breath. Perfect. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Drop the sit bones all the way back into space. As you inhale, trace the fingertips across the earth up to the sky. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hop or step back, plank. Lowering down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, pivot the back. Fingertips to the sky, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands come back down, step back, plank, and lower down on empty lungs. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, pivot the back. Virabhadrasana through the left side. Exhale, hands come back down to the ground, step back, plank to lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. If you'd like to take a quick drink or hang out in child's pose, please feel free to do so. For 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. All right, so we're going to start to visit those twists. Inhale, hands up to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to bring the hands through heart center, and then you're going to take your sit bones back into space, and you're going to start to twist over towards the right. So that right knee is going to slide back ever so slightly to start bringing a twist down through the base of the spine. You're going to press your hands in together. You're going to shift the right shoulder back, keeping the heart open. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, navel to spine. Exhale, step the left foot back. Three, 2, and 1. On your inhalation, you're going to unravel, taking the fingertips up to the sky. As you exhale, plant the hands back down into your forward fold. You're going to send that left heel heavily back into the earth as you begin to straighten out that right leg. Make sure not to hyperextend the knee. Keep a soft micro bend of the knee that's naked to the eye, pretty much. You're going to square the hips, navel to spine. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen through the soft spot right at the center of the head. Take the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to forward fold. Last breath. All right, beautiful. Inhale, sweep the right knee forward. Exhale, step back plank, going either through Vinyasa or Child's Pose. All right, let's bend the knees from downward facing dog. Navel to spine as you inhale, getting ready to step towards the front of the mat. Exhale, hop or jump towards the front. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Descend the sit bones way back into space. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale to twist over towards the left. Remember to slide that left knee back just slightly here. You're going to press the hands in heavily together. And you're going to start to slide that left shoulder back, keeping the heart open. Perfect. 2 more breaths. Inhale, navel to spine. And as you exhale, begin to step the right foot back into your high lunge. Press back through the right heel. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale to unravel, taking the fingertips up to the sky. And exhale here to forward fold. Guide the right heel back to open up the back of the left leg. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Square the hips, navel to spine. Last breath. Inhale to slide that left knee forward. Exhale, step back plank, and moving through Vinyasa or Child's Pose. Last breath. Inhale, right heel up to the sky. Exhale, right foot towards the front of the mat. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. And then from here, as you exhale, you're going to flip the right palm back and you're going to sweep back into your twist. Inhale to trace the right fingertips across the earth all the way back up to the sky. Exhale to sweep back into your twist. Continue to move in and out of your twist with the rhythm of your breath. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the mat, step back plank, and lower down through Vinyasa. Inhale, left heel up to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, fingertips to the sky, high lunge. Perfect. Exhale, sweep that left arm back into your twist. Inhale, back to the front. Exhale to the back. Continue to shift as you breathe, synchronizing your breath with your movement, creating harmony within the body. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, hands come back down to the earth, step back, plank, and lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a couple of breaths here. Last breath. Inhale to bend the knees, navel to spine, gaze to the front. Exhale to hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, rise, Hastasana, paint the sun on the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. As you exhale, step your left foot back. And you're going to pivot the right foot in so that both feet are in line with the short edge of the mat. So from here, we're going to go into a quick little forward fold before coming into our squat. We're going to take the hands over the hips. Inhale to lift and lengthen. As you exhale, you're going to pivot from the hips, lead with the heart, and come into your forward fold. You start to press down on both feet, and then start to push the feet away from each other like you're pushing out to the outer edges. You're going to start to notice that the back of the legs fire up and the back of the glutes. Inhale, lift and lengthen, flat back. And as you exhale, forward fold. So if your hands are flat on the earth and your elbows are bent, start to draw the inner arms together as if you're holding an imaginary block in between your elbows. From here, you're going to notice a little bit of traction through both hands. Start to push the mat away from the center, away from you. This allows you to deepen the stretch throughout the entire back of the body and lengthen the spine for 3, 2, and 1. Begin to slide the hands back towards the hips, bending the knees. Inhale to rise. As you exhale, pivot the heels in, toes out at a 45-degree angle. Perfect. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to bend the knees and take the sit bones down. Slide the hands right just over the knee. Not over the knees, but avoiding the knee on this nice little fleshy part. All right, so from here, we're going to start taking our backs into yet another twist. You're going to inhale here, crown to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to tip the right shoulder down. From here, you may apply a little bit of pressure through the base of the right palm to open up that right hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let's go one more time on either side with the rhythm of your breath. Perfect. Inhale, sweep up to rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Perfect. All right. Let's take the toes back in so that the feet are in line with the short edge of the mat. And from here, we're just going to start to bend one knee and the other. Each exhalation to descend for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Flip the right toes back towards the front of the mat. You have actually 2 options here. You can either heel toe your feet in together, or you can flip the right toes towards the front and step. Nice big step back towards the front of your mat. Inhale to trace the sun. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to flip back. Exhale to forward fold. 2, step back into your plank. I'm going to skip that there for a moment. All right, navel to spine. Holding the breath at the base of your exhalation and start to lower yourself all the way down to the ground. From here, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to twist again as we go into back extension. So you're going to take your arms out into cactus pose. So cactus pose, if you can't see from the angle, your elbow is in line with the shoulder and your arms are bent at a 90-degree angle, like a cactus. All right, so then we're going to flip our hands out at a 45-degree angle. And then as you inhale, you're going to lift your heart up as you press through the palms. And then all of a sudden, we're in seal pose. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Pull the navel in as you exhale. Dip the right shoulder down as you take your gaze towards the back of the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more time on either side with the rhythm of your breath. Beautiful. Back to center. Inhale. We're going to exhale, descend the front of the body down, slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Then we're going to take the sit bones back into child's pose. You're going to guide your arms alongside the legs and rest the forehead down onto your mat. Begin to guide your breath from the crown of the head down the entire length of the spine. Last breath. Sliding the hands forward. You're going to keep your sit bones at your heels. As you inhale, take the fingertips back up towards the sky. Inhale. Perfect. Flip the palms away from each other. Exhale, sweep back wide. Open up your heart to the sky. Flip the palms up. Inhale to lift. And we're going to go into a twist. We're going to exhale, take the right arm back, and the left hand is going to come over the right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Pull the navel back. Exhale to take your gaze past the right shoulder. Last breath. Perfect. Inhale, center. Exhale to twist over towards the left. Right hand on the left knee. Left hand behind. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Inhale, center. Exhale to fold. Inhale, table. Exhale to cross the shins. Take the sit bones back into space and foot the feet out. So if you're where I'm at the back of your mat, you definitely want to scoot yourself so that your sit bones are at the center. From here, we're going to activate the front of the body, our core, to bring ourselves all the way back down. Let's keep the feet nicely planted. The knees are strongly bent. We're going to take the arms alongside the earth. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the crown. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, pull the navel back, and start to make a big C shape with the spine as you roll back as far as you can, without lifting the toes. So from here, as you inhale to rise, you're naturally going to shoot all the way up, nice and fast. Slow it down. As you inhale, cinch the front of the abs to lift up all the way. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, scoop and roll. Inhale to lift. And last one. Exhale, scoop and roll. Inhale to lift. And then exhale to relax the spine all the way back down. Perfect. Okay, so let's take the heels close to the sit bones. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a twist. So take the right leg over the left. And from here, we're going to take the knees over towards the left side. Last breath. Inhale, center. Exhale as you unwind the legs, crossing the left over the right, and guiding the knees over towards the right side. Last breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees into the chest. Uncross them first. And begin to rock from side to side. Massage the spine. Then from here, coming to stillness, we're going to inhale forehead to knees. And then as you exhale, relax the entire body all the way back down to the earth. Give your hips a little bit of a wiggle. And from here, we're going to take both of the palms together. We're going to inhale to lift the fingertips up to the sky, lifting the shoulder blades off the earth, keeping the head heavy. As you exhale, release the shoulder blades back down and open up the arms nice and wide. Start to close the eyes here. And take the last deepest breath that you can take. A slow, deep inhalation. Filling up the lungs to their fullest capacity, nice and wide on the inside. Opening your mouth and allowing a sigh on your exhalation. Take rest. Release the entire body to gravity. Allow every single muscle to melt. Begin to bring your awareness down to the base of the feet. And notice if there are any engaged muscles there. If there's any tension. If you find any tension, begin to send your exhalations in through these areas, allowing them to soften and release. Bringing your awareness up through the ankles, the calves, shins, relaxing every single muscle on the way up. Sending your breath in through the areas where you would like to release and let go. Throughout every muscle supporting the knees. The thighs, glutes. The entire length of the spine and the front of the body. Descending the shoulders into the earth. Allowing the length of the arms to melt and sink. Allowing the head to rest heavily to the earth. The bottom jaw is relaxed. The cheeks are relaxed, and the tongue is slack at the back of the throat. And the eyelids feel heavy as they weigh 1,000 pounds. Oh. Asato ma sat gamaya. Tamaso ma jyotri gamaha. Prityormamritam gamaya. Om Asato ma sat gamaya. Tamaso ma jyotri gamaha. Prityorma Pritam Gamaya. Lead me from the darkness into the light. From the unreal to the real. From the illusion of death to immortality. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, awakening your cells, bringing your awareness back onto the mat, back into your room. And as you inhale, give yourself a real big stretch, taking your arms all the way up behind you, stretching your toesies all the way to the front, lengthening yourself into the longest human. And then as you exhale, tuck yourself into the tiniest little ball, forehead to knees, rock from side to side. And then eventually coming over towards the right side of your body, taking your right arm all the way back to rest your head over your bicep. Connecting to the earth through the base of the left palm. As you inhale, press through the base of the left palm to bring yourself back up into an upright seated position to close today's practice with the sound of Om. Let's take the hands towards heart center in Anjali Mudra, taking the lengths of the palms over the sternum, connecting to the heart's beat. Inhaling now. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May every single cell of your entire being be filled with love, light, abundance, bliss, and freedom. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. Namaste. All right, folks. So for any of you who want a little bit more or something a little bit different, I am teaching Pilates Fusion, let's say in about half an hour. So from 8:30 till about 9:30-ish, I'll be doing some Pilates Fusion. No props necessary. We're going to try to keep it as simple and as chill as possible. And we're going to look at working throughout the entire core. All right. So hope to see you guys at 8:30. And until then, and until future classes, many blessings to you. I love you. Mwah. Have a great day.